Hello everyone, my name is Ricardo Melo and today we're going to build a simple application using Kotlin and Quarkus. We are going to use MongoDB as our database and Mongo-Panache repository partner to facilitate data access. Along the way, we will see how to work with the aggregation framework and build the queries using this powerful tool. Let's get started. The first step is to create our project using the Quarkus CLI with Maven. I'm going to run this command. Basically, I am defining this project structure such as ArtifactId, GroupId, but more importantly, the extensions, Kotlin, REST layer of Jackson, and quarkus-mongodb-panache for easier data access. So you can generate this command from the Quarkus website, but I will leave it in the description so you can just copy and run it. Let's type enter. Once the project is created, you just need to open it. I'm going to use IntelliJ. Let's type in, and that's it. We have the project already created and imported. Next, it's time to interact with our MongoDB. So to do this, we need first to spin up a MongoDB. So I'm going to run MongoDB Community Edition for this example, okay? But feel free to follow yours. It's up to you, MongoDB Atlas, Community Edition, and so on. So to do this, I'm going to use this independent community project. This is not a MongoDB official project, okay? So a product, so don't use this in production. This is just for learning, demonstrations, and development, okay? So this helps us to establish a server to work with MongoDB, okay? So first you need to install it and then open and interact with MongoDB, okay, with the CLI. For this example here, we don't need a replica set or a sharded cluster. We just need a standalone server. So I'm going to copy this, return here, and I will paste this command. And also I want to import a database, a sample database called sample mflix, okay? All right, so let's type enter. The CLI will ask if we want to enable the search support for this cluster. We don't need this for this example, so we will keep it disabled. And that's it, okay? So basically, again, we are starting a server, a standalone, in this version, in this part, and we want to import a sample mflix database to work. So the CLI is downloading it, okay? The next part, we will interact with these documents. And that's it. We have our cluster ready, our imported database, and now it's time to interact with these documents. So for this, I will copy the connection string here, and I will use the MongoDB Compass, which is the graphical interface for MongoDB. I will click here and create my connection, and that's it. As you can observe, we have the sample mflix already imported here, all right? That's perfect. So next, we will interact with this collection called movies. So we have a bunch of documents, 21,000. Each document, they have this kind of shape like title, plot, full plot, language. For this example here, our plan is to build an aggregation to select the cast members and count how many movies each one appears in, okay? Let's do that first here in the aggregations, okay? So to do this, as you can see, the cast, this is an array of strings, okay? So we should deconstruct this array to perform a group. To do that, I will use the unwind stage, okay? So I need to inform which field I want to deconstruct. I don't need this, and that's it. Next, I will group the expression. The ID will be the cast, and field N I will call total movies. Total movies, simple like this. And the accumulator here will be a sum, okay? Following, I want to sort this in a descending order. I want to sort movie, total movies, in a descending order, -1. Okay, and finally, I want to limit in just 10 documents. Results, okay? Here we have the whole aggregate ready to be implemented in Kotlin, okay? Here is the results. As you can see, Robert De Niro appeared in 58 movies, okay? So now it's time to implement this using Kotlin and Quarkus. Returning here to the IntelliJ, now it's time to point this application to MongoDB. This will be our first step. So I will open the application properties and I will tell to this application to connect in this MongoDB connection string, and also I will inform what is the name of the database that we want to interact. In this case, sample mflix, just this. Next, it's time to create a class to represent our movies collection. So I will create a new Kotlin class called movies. We have the title. We also have the plot. This might be null, and also cast, all right? And finally, we should tell to Quarkus that this class will represent the collection in MongoDB called movies, just this, okay? Next, it's time to create a class to interact with Panache. Okay, so to do this, I will create a new Kotlin class called movie repository. This will implement a class called Panache MongoDB repository. And finally, I should annotate this class with application scooped, meaning this class is created once and shared across the entire application. Here, as you can see, I have those methods that we can override and do what we want. For now, I won't do anything. Finally, it's time to create a resource to interact with this. I will delete this because I don't need it, and I will create a new Kotlin class called movie resource. This will respond in this path called /movies, produce application JSON, and that's it. Now I will create a simple function, a simple method here called list that will return a repository dot find all, and that's it. Here I need to receive this repository, and I need to list it, perfect, and finally annotate this .get. That's perfect. If everything is correct, this should work. Let me play this application, and I will create a new directory here called HTTP to perform some requests for us. I create a file called movie HTTP find, and here I have get localhost /movies accept application JSON, and just this, simple like that. Okay, so let's test this. I'll click. All right, we have a key response file saved. Let's open it. And that's it. We have all documents here. And this is the first problem. We should pay attention on this. This file exceeds the configure limit. So every time that we run a simple query like that, we should paginate it, right? So let's do this. What I'm going to do, what I need to do is, instead of call every single document, we can, in this case, inform a parameter. I can inform a param that I will call the first size, page. It's called a page. This will be integer, just like this. And I will define a default value for this one will be 0. Okay, and size here will be 20 in this case, and the parameter here will call size. So now instead of calling the final dot list, I will call page, and I will inform the two parameters, first page and the second size. Okay, just like this. Let's run again that movie endpoint, this one here. And now we have just 20 documents returned. Okay, we don't need to inform the parameter here because I implemented with the query param. All right, so this is super important. Next, it's time to implement the aggregation. So moving forward, let's implement the aggregate. Okay, so here in this movie repository, let me include the aggregate right here to be easier for us to understand. So the first step that we should do is to implement the unwind, next group, and finally sort. Okay, so let's create the method here. I will call find the top frequent actors. And here it's important to understand that we return two fields, the ID and also the total movies, okay? ID will be the name of the actor. So we could create a object to represent that, but for this case, I will use the document class, all right? And I will return this Mongo collection that came from the Panache repository dot aggregate. And here in the aggregate, as you can observe, we are expecting a list of stages, all right? So I will implement a list of, and here I will inform the aggregates. The first one will be the unwind, and here I will pass the field, the slash cast, I need to do this. Next will be the group. We will group by cast. This will be our ID. And we should inform an accumulator, that's Sun. So I will use this class accumulator, Sun. The field name will be total movies, just like this, simple like that. And finally, let me correct one thing here, all right? And finally, I will sort in descending order by the field called total movies. Let me check if okay, total movies. And I want to limit in 10 documents, just like this. And finally, we should tell that we will use this, we will return this in this with document class. Remember, I told you that we are not returning this to a object or a class. We are just using the document class. So for this reason, I'm going to type document class here .java, and finally I will return this to list. Okay, so perfect. We have our method ready to go. So again, remember, I'm creating an aggregate. I'm forming a list of aggregates just like this. Okay, so now we just need to create a simple method here. Let me call it as find top vectors. Thank you so much. Here there will be a get and the path top frequent actors. Okay, just like this. Let me type list here. Let me copy this and test this endpoint. Let's see. Okay, let me copy and paste here. This will be our top frequent actors. Let me include this here and play. Let's check. All right, we have the results here. We have 10 documents, the most frequent actors that appears in movies, ordered by the most appearance. So again, if you want to change anything here, so now I want just the top 3, for example, you just type here the number 3 and run it again, and you will see that these are the top 3. So you can implement any stage that you wanted, and this is the thing, so the aggregation is so powerful, and you can map and work with your data. All right, so this is everything for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you found it useful, feel free to share it with your friends. Don't forget to check more content here on YouTube and keep an eye out for the upcoming MongoDB events in our region and online. See you soon. Bye.